Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have more Fireteam Zero goodness. We have more expansions for the Fireteam Zero base game. So we have here the Mission Pack Mission Generator, Mission Pack Team Challenge Missions, Mission Pack Team Competition Missions. We have the Hero Deck Pack, and we have the Escalation Pack. Now all of these were add-ons for the core box set. So when you went into Kickstarter, they did not come with the core. These were all add-ons that you can get through the Kickstarter. I bought them in the aftermarket. I did not back the Kickstarter, but at the same time, I saw them and I knew I had to pick them up this way. I kind of completed off my Fireteam Zero collection. So let's go through these one by one so you get an idea of what's inside each of them. So the first one we'll start off with is Mission Pack Mission Generator. So it's sealed. We'll crack the seal on that one. We'll open it up and see what we got inside here. We'll crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have. It's a brand new pack, so there we go. Also, you have 2 decks in there. So I'm going to have to open these up. Just give me a second while I get them open for us. That's deck 1, nicely opened, and we have deck 2. So again, this is the Mission Generator, Mission Generator decks. So let's take a look what we got here. So we've got recon cards, lots of recon cards, and we have objectives. So on the bottom here it says Team Challenge and Mission Generator. So push this over here. So let's start off with the recon cards. So all of them say Discovery on the side. Okay, so let's take a look what it says here. So it says Mission Generator on the bottom there. So in case you combine these with any of the other expansions, you know exactly what set it goes with. That's great. So we have, it says Runic Tablet. The tarnished silver sheet sits suspiciously out in the open, surrounded by a circle of crudely painted symbols. The air around it shimmers like a desert mirage. When your fingers brush the tablet, the air thickens around you, holding you in place. The shimmering fades away, revealing the grotesque horror next to you. You are ambushed by a minion. You may not move or perform actions until another hero frees you by spending an action in this location. When you are freed, place an intel token on the sealed orders objective. So that's just one of them. So you also have Trembling Box, Gelatinous Mass, Starlight Cage, Weeping Mural, Echoing Shell, Lost Child, Hanged Man, Hateful Reflection, Antique Revolver, Charred Locket, Landmine, The Rip, Shambling Abomination, Painted Trunk, Copper Circle, Haunting Melody, Live Specimen, Wehrmacht Deserter, Silver Grub, Guardian Spectre, Unearthly Beacon, German Metal, Silver Coin, Hollow Man, Celestial Dog Soldier, Benjamin Corsi, The Wanderer, and Robert Voigt, or Vought. That's your recon deck. You get objective for Team Challenge. So it says Rules 5-6, Act 3, Rules 6-6, Act 3, and then you got objectives. Battlefield directives. So it tells you on the sides what it is. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. It says Mission Generator Map. Draw a random map card. Roll the D12 spawn die once to determine the tile to place the start token, and again to determine the tile to place the boss token. Place the start token in any outer edge location you wish. Place the boss token as close to the center of the selected tile as possible. Spawn pool, draw a random minion and random elite. Use one of each per hero. Reserve pool, draw a random boss. Twist deck, shuffle together the twist decks for each monster type used, removing any duplicates. Continued. This is mission objectives, recon deck and setup, and it's going to be continued or no? Nope. Okay. So that's rules 5, 6, Act 3. Okay. So I'm assuming in this deck here, possibly we'll have Acts 1 and 2. Not sure. Okay. So we read those. Then we got objectives. Down there again. It tells you here 8 of 8, 0 of 10. So you got 10 of these, it seems. So you got sealed orders. Let's see. Why am I not surprised to get cryptic instructions from a top secret shadow organization? Search the battlefield for several objects of interest to Division 0. You know what to do when you find them. Again, those are your 3 things you're looking for. You get the check marks and you finish your objective. So you got sealed orders, defeat the boss, field autopsy, kill it with fire, battlefield survey, combat escort, arcane disruption, destroy the sentries, race the clock, and clear the air. Those are your team challenges and objectives. You also get some mission generators. Oh, and this is monster here, so I'll put that down there. Again, mission generators are 1, 2, 3, 4. So we had up here we had numbers 5 and 6. So this would be mission generator. It says the Fireteam 0 mission generator allows you to create random missions, from standalone missions of any difficulty all the way up to complete 3-act operations. Just decide whether you want to create an Act 1, 2, or 3 mission and turn to the relevant instruction card. Okay. Note, the mission generator includes content from the Africa and Europe expansions. Remove or redraw any cards for expansions that you don't have. Okay, makes sense. And I've done unboxings for both of the Africa and the Europe cycle, so we're good to go. So that's your mission generator for rules for 1, 6, 2, 6, Act 1, 3, 6, Act 2. So there it is. Your mission generates as components, 2 instruction cards, and it tells you everything that's included in this deck. So there you go. And then you have, it says here, mission generator, your monster. Commander Geets, right? So you would need to have that extra character to use this one, right? And it said if you didn't have it, you did not need to use him, just draw another card. Okay. Let's take a look what else we got here. So we got maps. Ooh, and we've got a whole heck of a lot of monsters. So I'm assuming these are all the monsters from the different expansions and the different, the core base game and all that stuff. So I'm going to go with the maps first. Okay, so here you go. Okay, so that's, if you're going to use the Africa set, it tells you there. If you're going to use Europe set, again, Africa set again. And then Europe set. Yep. So let's try to, don't know why they would have them mixed up. Let's get the Africa sets with the Africa sets and the Europe sets with the Europe sets. So here we go. It says mission generator. Oh, Wunderwaffe Lab. The Wunderwaffe Lab. Place all 4 Wunderwaffe Lab sector map tiles face down on the table and shuffle them. Turn them face up with all 4 tiles in the shape shown below. So you put them that way. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12. All right. So this is the Wunderwaffe Lab. Again, the same thing there. Oh, just changing the way the maps are set up. Again, the lab is changed again. This is the Desert Ruins. Place off, right, because you only got 4, I think it's 4 or 6 tiles in there. You got 4 tiles, so they're set up that way. Okay, makes sense to me now. So the indoor and you're the outdoor, basically the Desert Ruins. Then it says here, place all 4 Desert Ruins sector maps tiles face down on the table and shuffle them. Okay, turn them face up with all 4 tiles in the shape shown below. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, you change up the tiles there and you change up the tiles there. That's for the Africa maps. So that makes sense to me. And this is for the mission generator for Winter City. And then the occult mansion. So you're the outside and you're the inside. Again, place all 4 Winter City map tiles face down on the table and shuffle them. Turn them face up with all 4 tiles in the shape shown below in this one here. And that's what they all are. So you got the Winter City, as I said, and you have the occult mansion. All right, so those are your 2 different missions. Again, you would need to have both of those expansions, both the Europe cycle and the African cycle, to use those cards. And then again, you have all your monsters. So let's see what we got here. You got mission generator. So you're going to have a corrupted animal, malignant vermin, bait bag, maggot hound, bone fetch, marrow fetch, scavenger, thorn skulk, spore child, wooden man, splinter fiend, skin fetch, exhumed fetch, whispering fetch, the lunger, the saprophyte soldier, the grim imposter, the mangled infesting queen, consumed bait bag, corrupted soldier, corrupted human, daughter of Typhon, flinching tree, artifact wraith, eldrivore, the eater of the dead, the cupbearer, the harvester, mother of worms, prime, blacktooth, aether husk, and of course Commander Geets. So for this, basically it has these monsters are all included in your core set, Europe cycle, Africa cycle, and also your monster packs A and B. So these are all the characters that are included. So you are, of course, like I said, if you don't have one of the expansions, you throw it out and you pick another monster card, and then you just basically randomly set up the maps and you're good to go. So that's what that mission generator is for. And then we have the mission pack, which is the team competition missions. This step because they're brand new. Again, these card sets were add-ons during if you purchased the Kickstarter version of this. I bought them in the aftermarket, but they're still sealed, as you can tell. Again, this is the set for the team competition missions. Get your recon cards, your objective cards for team competition. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's take a look what this is. So again, you got your recon cards. Again, it's going to say Glory Run, Winner Takes All, Big Game Hunt, Hot Zone. All right, so let's take a look what it says. Signal Flare. You grab the single shot flare gun and jam it into your pack. Could come in handy if the timing is right. As soon as they get the signal, the competition creature handlers will take care of the rest. Keep this card. You may discard it during your turn to move a minion from one spawn pool to another. Glory Run, 1 of 6. It's against team competition. So you got Signal Flare. Yep. Explosive Harness Detonator. Explosive Harness Detonator. All right, so that's your 6 cards for that, for Glory Run. Then you have Paint Marker. This fragile glass bulb is filled with bright yellow paint. Choose your target and let fly. Select another hero. They must immediately discard 1 card at random. Winner takes all 1 of 6. So 6 cards. Again, Paint Marker, Paint Marker, Paint Marker, Shock Collar Trigger. And those are everything that's included in Winner Takes All team competition. Okay. Then you have Explosive Hardness Detonator. The heavy-duty nightmares they released into the enclosure are fitted with explosives in case they get loose. The prize in this cache is a single-shot detonator with a selector switch. Keep this card. You may discard it during your turn to kill an elite anywhere on the battlefield. Big Game Hunt, 1 of 6. All right. So explosive harness detonator, shock collar trigger. Again, there's 6 cards in that deck for the big game hunt. All right, and the last 6 are for the hot zone. Bonus points. Wave the flag, get a point. I like it. Keep this card. You may discard it after a monster is killed to double all points awarded for that kill, including those awarded for playing reactions. Hot zone, again, 1 of 6 cards. Sniper support and weapons cache. And those are all of your recon cards for this deck. And then you have your objectives for the team competition, right? Yep, all the fronts are the same. Again, all missions to set up. Again, these are competition rules, 1 of 2. So it says here, set up. The initial star player is selected randomly. The leader assigned points focus cannot be used. The lucky coin is not used. The specialists are not used. Again, all that stuff is located in your core box. Tactic phase. No tactical response may be played. Hero phase. Heroes may not perform attacks against other heroes. Bomb attacks by heroes do not damage other heroes in affected location. Bomb attacks by monsters are resolved normally. All missions, the threat phase. The star player chooses the order in which individual monsters of each type are activated. When resolving ties for targeting monster movement or attacks, resolve randomly instead of by turn order. When a monster has a choice of routes to its targets, the star player chooses its path. All right, so you get a bunch of these. So you get Glory Run, Winner Takes All. So these are in aligned with the ones that are over here. Winner Takes All, Big Game Hunt, Hot Zone. Right. So again, these missions are tied to the different objectives that you're heading after, right? Here's your briefing, and there it is, in your instructions, what you have to do. Okay, so that's what you have there. This is everything that's included in team competition missions. You also have Fireteam Zero Mission Pack Team Challenge missions. Throw that to the side for us. A couple things stuck to my fingers here. Okay, you got the recon deck again. Team challenge objectives. Okay, here we go. And that's your recon cards. Okay, so let's take a look here. It says, let's look at our briefing first. And then you got rules. Okay, so it says countdown, instruction briefing. Welcome to the Search Grid Fireteam. Here you will learn to search quickly and efficiently, and do so while under constant attack. If any skill can be said to be central to the survival of a fire team, this is it. I will trigger 3 random search locations across the battlefield each round. If you complete 12 successful searches before time runs out, you win. Good luck. Here's your briefings. You got countdown, you got rules, and you got the map of how to set up the maps. Okay, setup, briefing, rules, and then you have your map set up for War of Attrition. Then you have War of Attrition again. Then you have the briefing for Hold the Line. Then you got your rules. You get your briefing, your rules, and your maps, and your setup. And there's your setup for Hold the Line. And then you have an exit strategy. You have a briefing, rules, your map, and your setup. There it is right there. So that's everything that's included there in your objectives. Put that over here. Just gonna have to move them up just a little bit more so they don't get in the way. And then you got your recon cards. You have countdown, War of Attrition, right? Everything we just talked about, Hold the Line, where your objectives are, and your exit strategy are the ones. So let's just take a look at this real quick. It says, Explosive Collar Detonator. Each of the creatures they released onto the field for this exercise is wearing a collar full of explosives with a radio trigger. The prize in this cache is a single shot detonator with a selector switch. Nice. Kill one monster of your choice anywhere in the battlefield. Countdown. So there's 6 cards in this one. Here's your countdown. So you have Explosive Collar Detonator, Cache Trigger, that's countdown, right? Then you have the Secret Map, which is part of War of Attrition. Secret Map, Adrenaline Syringe, you have Hold the Line, you have the Challenge Flag, Shock Collar Trigger, then you have Exit Strategy, Small Kill Bonus, Large Kill Bonus, Town Map, Targeted Marker, and Target Marker. So that's all the cards that are included in your team challenge missions. Now I have 2 boxes of the Escalation Pack. The Escalation Pack came with 2 different languages. One is in English, and this is obviously in French. So we're going to put this one to the side. And then we'll have the Escalation Pack here. Now with the Escalation Pack, you obviously have your twist cards. You got a regular thing. Here are your monster cards. You have your leader cards. Again, just expanding on your decks for your heroes that you have. So you get your leader, you have your marksman, you have close combat, and your demolitions guy. Okay, each of them have their more things that you can add on. So let's start with, very simply put, let's just start off with your characters. So you got your Thorn Skulk. Again, all the characters tells you title of the character, the name of the character, I should say, their ranking, so it's a minion, which is on the lowest level, his stat line, and then special abilities. So in him, he has Armor of Thorns. The Thorn Skulk is the target of a brawl attack. The attacking hero takes 1 unblockable damage. So that's a minion. You got your Splinter Fiend, which is elite. You got a Lunger, who's an elite. You got another Lunger, that's an elite. Marrow Fetch. Sorry, upside down. You got Maggot Hound, Mangled. You got some more here. Corrupted Soldier, and you have Malignant Vermin. So these are all characters that can be found either in the core set, the African Cycle, Europe Cycle, or in the monster packs A, B, C, D, how many they have out. That's where these are coming from. So that's your monsters. Again, more abilities for your specialists. Again, on the top is what they do when they're attacking. On the bottom is what they do when they're being attacked by the monster. Again, up here tells you how far away they can be and how many damage you have to roll. There it is. So you got the Sabbat Slug. Down here you got Reaction. It's a correct order. Reaction would be play after an ally attacks to allow them to reroll all their attack dice. So attack, so you got Sabbat Slug, Bayonet Shot, Fleshlet Rounds. That's for your leader. You also have your marksman cards. Again, range, what your damage is, explosive round. This is what you do when you're attacking, and this is what you do when you're defending. Range 2, play before a monster activates. It moves and attacks normally, but you do not roll the activation die for it. Distracting fire on the bottom. You got explosive rounds. You got boat tail round. And you got an FMJ. Yep. And you also have a FMJ round. You got 3 instead of 2 for the marksman. That's good. And these are just advanced abilities that you can have more cards to throw into your. Again, each character gets their own deck, so you're just basically building a larger deck of more attacks that they can use. Again, offense, defense, how far away you have to be. So this is for your close combat, so you have to be in on the same, you have to be on the same square as the guy you're attacking. His damage is right here. It's 3 fists plus 2. He gets decapitate. That's for the attack. And for defense is here. It's a play after taking damage from a minion or elite to kill that monster. It's retribution. Let's get that one. Triple tap. And you get kneecap. So that's one for close combat. You also get for your demolition guy. Again, offense, defense. Again, the range and what the damage is. And M14 grenade. Down here, reaction is play when a monster moves into an adjacent location to you to end its movement there. And it's a thermite barrier. So let's take a look here. Again, you got the AN M14 grenade. Wire wrapped charge. And you have composition B charge. So that's everything you get. New cards you get for your demolition. Put that one back on there. And of course you get your twist cards as well. And of course, yep, these are all brand new twists, so that's pretty good. So this gives you even more challenges to all of your games. So you can use these in your expansions, or you can use this in the core box set as well. So there we go. So we've got a bunch of these different twists. A whole bunch of these. That's good. Erratic, infested. If a blank is rolled when activating a monster, re-roll it. Oof. Decay. Any hero that ends its turn with a minion in its location must discard 1 card selected randomly. So you see how this works. These twists are never good. They always seem bad. Composite body, ruined bark, defensive vines, fruiting bodies, Death Eater, throw, exposed worms, malevolent smoke, layered tissue, grasping jaws, sprint, blood feast, colony division, barbed carpus, reinforced sinews, serrated limbs, extra eyes, vicious. And again, the type of monster is always right there on these cards as well. So again, those are your twist cards, which are, again, you only get 4 per mission that you're doing. And again, you're on the timer, which is, the timer is usually, that's 13 rounds basically, because all the game is always timed. You're always on a mission that, you have to get done before a certain time, because you want to end the world before the world ends. And that's your escalation pack. And last but not least, you have your hero deck pack. And it's got a tremendous amount of stuff in there. So it appears that you have 4 decks: Marksman, Close Combat, Demolition, and then you have more focus cards. Again, all these cards are used to enhance your heroes that you have in the game. There's some for Marksman. This is for your close combat. This is for your leader. This is for demolition. Marksman. For close combat. Your leader. And these are for your extra characters. And there's your demolition. And your cards. So you have your Sarge Griffin. And these are your cards for your These are the deck for your the core box set. So it's a remake of those cards there. These are all the cards that are in the core box set. There you go. So I don't need to go through them again. Again, you have Mollet, Moxie, you have Sarge, you have Rat. You have Two Penny, you have Sunny, and you have the Professor and Kate. Remember, these two characters are not fighters. They are basically, they're specialists. So he's a lore specialist. He finds weaknesses in the creatures, and she's a psychic specialist, and she does remote viewing. They have to move where these characters move. Remember, you can only use 4 characters in the game at one time, and you have 2 leaders. You have Moxie, who is a leader, and you have Sarge, who's a leader. Where's Sarge at? Oh, there's Sarge right there. Sorry about that. So you'd pick one of those, either her or him, and you'd have your 3 other specialists. So that's that one there. So you have your marksman, which is your, again, this is what they use on the attack. This is what they use for defense. So match grade ammo. Down here it says play before an ally performs a bullet attack to increase their attack strength by 1 or by 3 if there are no monsters within one range of your location. So no distractors. So match grade ammo, duplex round, and serrated bayonet. So these are all the cards that are in the core box set. So it's an extra set of those. And you also have close combat. Again, sever, sorry. Again, the range is 0. It gets 4 dice plus that. And then here for reaction, when it's doing defense, play when an ally is moving to allow them to ignore difficult terrain. The Pathfinder, right? Hollow point rounds, arterial strike, and double tap. Then your cards for your leader, which are experimental flechettes. Again, that's on the attack, range, how many dice you're rolling, all that stuff like that. Monster. Play before an ally performs an attack. One ally in their location may add a valid attack card to that attack instead of playing a reaction. All right, so there you go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. You got MK2A1 grenade. You have jacketed slug. And you have dual grenades. Let's go there, and that's for the leader. And then you have your marksman. Then you have your demolition. Sorry about that. So you have, again, contact fuse. Again, your demolition guy is not only, he knows how to use the grenades and your mines and stuff like that, but he's also the head medic also. And your reaction would be play before an ally performs a bomb attack to increase their attack strength by 1 or by 2. The target is an elite or boss. Bigger they are. So contact fuse, full mag, contact shot. There you have it. So that's your first deck. And in front of that, you have your character cards in front of that. So that's good. Again, that's your hero deck pack. Okay, let's take a look at this one here. Okay, get all these. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, so it's more cards to increase that deck that's right here. So you got close combat guy again. Wow, that's a lot. And your leader. Okay, these are to enlarge your decks that you have here, okay? So you have your two-handed swing against your attack and your tactics. Oh, so you have tactics on the bottom there and your reactions there. That's different. Okay, so again, the tactics, these are the special abilities that they have. Usually you get one of those. You pick one of these two to start off the game. You could get an additional one through the game, but you always start off with just one of those. They might tell you to add something in. So it's either double aught, and its tactical response is here, so that's your attack. This is your tactics. It says tactical response. All other heroes may immediately perform an action, starting with the player to your left. Moment of clarity. And this is your leader, right? So he's telling them what to do. And you have two-handed swing, which is a tactical response. Each hero may immediately move 2 spaces, starting with the player to your left. So you choose which one you want to use. Again, you have your stock strike, center mass, pump action, grenade toss, pump action again, knuckle duster, pump action again, slam fire, tight pattern, M1917 bayonet, and then you have bludgeon. So that's for your more leader cards. And you also have some close combat cards. Again, got top, it tells you how they're going to fight, and the bottom here tells you their tactics. So again, this is for your close combat guy. He could be the Reaper. Tactical response, roll 4 attack dice against each monster in your sector, inflicting damage for any brawl hits rolled and ignoring its resistance. Each time you kill one, you may move to its location. You're a predator. Okay, you have to be in there, you have to be in space with him, and you roll 6 die. And you want fists when you're fighting. Up close and personal, bullseye, between the ribs, point blank, skull crusher, dual pistols, muzzle contact, and puncture. Those are your cards for your close combat. Then you have your cards for your demolition. So you got demolition again. And here's your marksman. And those are your extra punctures for your close combat. Okay. So far what I'm seeing from this hero deck pack, this is all the cards that are included for your 4 major characters from all the expansions and for the core box set. All of them in basically one box. So for your marksman, again, this is his major attack, and of course his tactic is a special ability he has. So again, you could be one space away. He rolls 6 dice. Headshot attack, and his tactic is tactical response, kill all minions and elites occupying spawn points in any one sector. Inflict a total of 12 damage to any combination of monsters in your sector, ignoring resistance. So these are very, very strong cards, obviously. That's your marksman. So you also get direct hit, bayonet, hydrostatic shock, M7 grenade launcher, M2 AP rounds, M1C sniper scope, modified M7 grenade, and bayonet charge. This is for your marksman. And then you have demolition. Again, this is for his attack. This is his tactic. Again, it could be one space away and rolls 5 dice, and you're looking for grenades. Tactical response, kill up to 4 minions and elites anywhere on the battlefield, or tactical response, all other heroes may draw up to a hand size of 7 this round. So you get 7 brand new cards, which is really, really cool. Or if you have only 2 cards left in your hit deck, in your deck, you pick up another 5 cards, and that's pretty good. That's a good one. Then you have High X, concussive device, haymaker, grenade toss, M1 incendiary device, MK2 HE blast device, I guess a heavy blast device, and steady aim. That is for your demolitions guy. And then we have one more deck here. And demolition, marksman, close combat, leader, some more demolition, more marksman, more close combat, more leader, more demolition, more marksman, more close combat, more leader, more demolition, more marksman. All right, so here we go. So we got here, again, the attack is a Sabbath slug. Yep, it could be one away, one square away, and you have to roll 4 dice. Again, play after an ally attacks to allow them to re-roll all their attack dice, and it has a title down here, corrective order. So you get Sabbath slug, bayonet shot, flechette rounds, right? So these cards here are everything that's included for Africa Cycle, Europe Cycle, and Fireteam Zero Core base set. And these are all the cards used for your main characters. Then you have the marksman, which has explosive round. Again, it could be 1 space away. Needs 4 bullets and he gets +1 to damage. Play before a monster activates its moves and attacks normally, but do not roll the activation die for it. Again, this is for fighting, this is for defense. So you got explosive round, boat tail round, FMG round, FMJ round, match grade ammo, and M17 heavy grenade. There you go. That's for the marksman. And down here, again, this is for the demolitions expert, who is also the medic. AN M14 grenade, again for defense. Play when a monster moves into an adjacent location to you and end its movement there. Again, you throw 1 space away, you get 1 grenade +2. So you get that one. Wire wrapped charge, composition B charge, plastic cluster, overcharged grenade. And last but not least, again, you have the good old close combat guy. Again, decapitate, reaction play after taking damage from a minion or elite to kill that monster. Again, this is for your attack, this is for your defense. Again, you have to be in the same square, and you roll 3 dice and you get +2 wounds. And this is for your close combat expert. So you get to decapitate, triple tap, and kneecap. And we also have new focus cards. So these are extra special abilities that your characters can gain through experience of the different battles that they fight. Again, it'll tell you the title of it, and it'll tell you who gets the extra bonus for this. So this would be the leader. During the tactics phase, you may choose any hero to be the new star player. Determination, new orders, improvisation, overwatch, shotgun expert, then go down to the close combat character, second wind. If you don't move on your own, you may perform 2 actions instead of 1. Again, close combat expert, lightning reflexes, double time, counterattack, parry. Again, we're talking about the sniper, and we're talking about the marksman who gets these abilities. When you perform a bullet attack, the attack range of any card you play is increased to a minimum of 2. So sniper, grenade launcher expert, deadeye, rapid fire, opportunity fire, breath control. Then it comes to demolition. He's a combat medic. As an action, you may allow an ally in your location to draw 2 cards. Field tourniquet, pitching arm, demolitions expert, shape charge, hit the dirt, first aid. Oh, no, we go back to the leader. First aid is with the leader. As an action, you may allow an ally in your location to draw 1 card. Oh, that should have been up at the leader, so it's out of order. So sorry about that, guys. And I believe last but not least will be our close combat. Oh, some of them are out of order. So yeah, these are out of order. All right, these are for the demolition. So hold on. Yeah, they're out of order. So let me just read them the way they are. So this one here is nimble for close combat. For the purpose of determining if you are able to flee a location, you may ignore 1 monster. Again, rifle combat focus for the marksman. Trauma kit is for the demolitions expert. Shotgun precisions for the leader. Knife combat focus is for close combat. Camouflage is for the marksman. Last but not least, improved blast radius is for the demolition expert. So these are all the cards that are included for the expansions for Fireteam Zero. These were all add-ons for the Kickstarter. So you have the mission generator, you have the mission team competition missions, team challenge missions, and you have the escalation pack in 2 different languages, and you have your hero deck pack as well. I'm going to put this over here on top there so you see what we got. So this concludes this unboxing concludes our unboxing for this expansion. So thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Of course, thank you for joining us for this unboxing video. You can, if you did enjoy it, you can always give us a thumbs up. You could also, of course, leave a comment below. Also, hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release any new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.